and welcome to Stretford Paddock. My name is Joe, that is Stephen Howson, and this is how Manchester United are going to win the league next season. We're making a tier list of the ins, the outs, the keeps, and the sells for Manchester United.
It is this easy.
If United do what we're about to do, we will win the league
all
next
your
season.
money back.
Yeah. So we're going to go through the current squad,
Whatever
see
you paid
who
for this
should be
video,
here.
we will double it and give it you back.
Exactly. We're going through the current squad, who should go, who should stay, and we're looking at transfers, who we should sign and who we should avoid. We've got a list of the most commonly associated transfers. Obviously, there's going to be some maybe surprises that we don't have on here, but here's the big boys that we are linked with most often for, you know, the biggest money, basically.
Wesley Sneijder on that list?
Wesley Sneijder is no longer on the list, but he was on it up until about 8 minutes ago. I think we need to start with a few. Let's get a few out of the way here. I'm going to take it out of your hands because I'm going to ask you the rest, but these ones, Marcus Rashford, I'm putting in the keep. I'm going to put, who else are we going in there? I think it's Varane can go in there. I think Martinez can go in there. Stop me if I'm getting any of these wrong. I think Anthony isn't going anywhere, although maybe we can have that conversation. Actually, let's take him back out. We can put Bruno in there. And I think as well, where's Casemiro? Let me find him. There he is. They aren't going anywhere, as well as Eriksen. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, put Luke Shaw in there too.
Luke Shaw, yeah, he's just signed a new contract on it, so that makes sense. I don't think we need to, you know, they're either just signed a new contract or crucial for United. None of them are going anywhere, are they? You got to smile like you think one of them might.
No, that's not what I'm thinking.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking, look at Harry Maguire there. He's not getting anywhere near that tier.
Right, well, we'll see. We'll see. So let's start with Anthony Elanga then. First up on the list. Sell? Just simple as that?
Yeah.
Any elaboration on that?
I don't think he's going to hit the required standard. There's a constant conveyor belt coming through. He's below Palestri.
Yeah.
He might be below Ahmad.
Yeah.
Why is he still here?
Okay. Say no more. We've got Zidane Iqbal after that.
Keep.
Yeah. Not really had enough of a chance to prove himself anyway yet, has he? Maybe he could do with a loan.
I thought he was getting a loan.
Yeah.
To be honest, I thought he was getting a loan, so I don't know what's gone wrong there. But yeah.
Next up, Anthony.
I think he's probably going to be given more chances than he's deserving of,
Right.
Because he will be Ten Hag's record signing at least until this summer, when who knows what's going to happen. I mean, genuinely, who knows what's going to happen.
Could be anything.
It literally could be Glazers, it could be some absolute lunatics, could be Qatar, could be... It just could be anything. The whole buffet of ownership is on the table for summer, so we can't really judge. But I think for now, him being someone that's got a prior relationship with Erik Ten Hag and being that record signing, there is a lot of privilege, I think, comes with that.
Yeah.
So this summer, there's not a prayer he gets sold.
No.
He might find himself not first choice, but there's no chance he gets sold.
No. Let's put him in the keep. Eric Bailly, who I almost forgot was even still at the club.
So,
I was going to say, do you know, don't matter. Dean Henderson.
So
one of the few I reckon you might get, you know, above 10 million for him.
Yeah, there's not going to be a lot of... This sell is change, is what you're getting out of this.
Yeah. Right, next then, another goalkeeper, Jack Butland, only on loan anyway. He's, you know, out. Yeah. No reason to keep him. But then we could keep him, couldn't we? Because who knows with that.
But who would know if we did or didn't?
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, I saw him warming up yesterday, so he's obviously doing something right. Brandon Williams, a player that you were quite the fan of a couple of seasons ago when he came through under Solskjaer. Not really been part of anything since then.
Hasn't played, hasn't kicked on the loan that he had, wasn't exactly successful at Norwich. Move on.
Yeah, okay. Phil Jones.
Next. Are we actually serious? Like, I mean, he's gone, isn't he?
Is it the end of his contract?
Yeah, it's the end of his contract.
Wow.
At the moment, no one has activated his +1, and I swear to God, I'll find you if you do.
Imagine we did.
I will find them.
Yeah.
I will find them and
would
demand an explanation.
It would be at the point where you're like, if we give him a +1, he has got something on the Glazers. Like, he must have. He must have real incriminating stuff.
Show me the files!
Yeah. But assuming he doesn't, he's going to go. Martial, I think the first kind of potentially controversial one. It's a big decision, that.
No, cut your ties.
Yeah.
Can't be trusted.
Wow.
You wouldn't sign a player with his injury record. Why would you keep a player with his injury record?
Okay, let's go with that. Malacia?
Keep.
Yep. Decent backup. We saw him yesterday. I thought he was quite, Luke Shaw's injured. He comes in, didn't make too many mistakes and helped us win the game.
Absolutely fine.
Donny van der Beek.
Sell.
Going to be tough to find a buyer for him, though, isn't it? With his form and his, the fact that he's basically... Did he break his leg? What even was it? Something close to that.
It was a pretty rough injury, wasn't it? Yeah, so I don't know where you sent him back to Holland, see if he can pick up some confidence in games there. Maybe establish a relationship with Ajax that doesn't involve us only taking players, but maybe sending some back.
Yes. Garnacho.
Keep.
Definitely, no question. I probably could have put him in that original, who's going to ask. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Sell.
Actually, it will depend on who you bring in. I'm anticipating a right back coming in.
We've got a few right backs on this list.
Sell.
Okay, we'll pop him in the sell category there. Scott McTominay. Because at the minute, by the way, you are 2 sells away from selling half the squad. So you understand that we are, even if we maybe should, we ain't going to sell all of these players. This is your dream.
This is the internet, and we're doing what we want to do.
Okay, Scott McTominay. Keep. What? Really?
The right tool for the right job.
I'm stunned by that.
Right tool for the right job.
Right. Okay. I was so certain you would say sell there. Okay, Scott McTominay, we're keeping him. Fred.
Keep.
Oh my God. Another year of McFred.
Look how much lack of depth we've got.
I know. Especially now you've sold off the team. Fine. Yeah, I get it. McTominay, though, do you not think he's one of the few players that we could actually get a few million quid for?
Yes. Now, if we did definitely bring in... fuck it, get rid of him.
Go on then, see you later. Not that I don't want you to think that I force your hand there, but to me...
And listen, he was on the bus, and we had to have a conversation just out of his earshot about whether or not he was allowed to travel with us or he needed to get off and go home.
Yeah.
So he knew this might be coming.
Yeah.
And it could have gone either way. I think it's going to depend on signings, but seeing as though we're being probably a little bit giddy here, okay, he can go.
Okay. Weghorst.
Keep.
Really?
We're not going to sign 2 strikers.
And you would go keep him over Martial?
Yes, because guess what? He's played more than Martial has the last 2 years. Since January.
That's in a row.
In a row.
That's mad.
The day Martial plays 18 games in a row,
19.
ring me.
Yeah, that's a good point. Wow, that's amazing. I'm surprised by that. I know you're not a big Martial fan, but
listen, I'm not. This isn't on his ability, because on his ability, Anthony Martial is excellent, and on his ability, Weghorst's attacking ability is shit.
Yeah.
He's an elite defensive striker. He leads with presses and blocks and tackles and interceptions, does all that sort of dirty work. I do need a striker that's going to score goals, which is why he will be the backup to the one that we bring in.
Okay. Ted and Mengi.
I'd say Sal, because he needs to go and develop, and we've seen far too many players likes of Tuanzebe and that just stick around and not get the minutes that they need to be getting.
Yeah, Tuanzebe is not even on this list, but presumably he's going to go. His contract runs out at the end of this year as well, doesn't it? Captain Harry Maguire.
Fucking sell, Joe!
Sell him then. Again, I reckon you'll get a few quid for him. I think he's got still a bit of cachet in England. If Frank Lampard's still getting jobs at Chelsea, someone's going to spend 30 million on Harry Maguire.
Well, you could take him to West Ham or Everton, who's going to play off the back foot, and someone that's going to have to defend their box, and he will look fine in that team. If you want to be a team that defends 1v1 on the halfway line, no.
Yeah, he's going to struggle. Lindelof.
Keep.
Just as a sort of rotation player. Yeah. Doesn't seem to kick up a fuss when he's not playing.
And that's the thing. I don't necessarily feel the same about Harry Maguire. I've got fuck all to prove.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a little bit more of an edge about him. And maybe there should be. When you cost £80 million and you're the club captain, you're not meant to quietly sit on the bench.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lindelof seems happier to do so.
It's weird that, isn't it? Because he was very sort of up and coming, promising young centre back, potential to be one of the better centre backs in Europe. Not quite worked out that way. He's a good player, but do you think he's thinking maybe I should go to a Inter Milan or
I think
Lyon
he'd be
or something
dependable in terms of our style of play, more suited, and if you do get a severe injury to one of the centre halves, more capable of slotting in.
Yeah, okay, we're keeping him. Amad Diallo.
Keep.
Yeah. Not obviously seen him much at the first team, but he's looking very good for
Sunderland. What
he's done
at Sunderland's been mint.
Yeah, definitely. Diogo Dalot. Bearing in mind you have already said we're going to sell Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, you got to keep him around for the backup.
Yeah.
Bit more of an all-rounder than Wan-Bissaka. And you could go either way on that. You could go with like a very attacking one. Like, is Frimpong on that list?
Yeah, Frimpong's on the list.
Okay, so if you got Frimpong and you had Wan-Bissaka, you've kind of catered for both of your eventualities there. Are we going to be on the back foot? Are we got your winger that's going to push us back? Let's play Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah.
Or you could play Frimpong and try and get after it. So you could go either way and keep hold of Delo or Wan-Bissaka, but I think I would keep hold of Delo. There's not much in it, but
no.
That's the...
Fair enough. I think, the only thing with Wan-Bissaka, like I said, is if you want that defensive, offensive sort of partnership, but I think, again, you probably get more money for Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, probably.
Into the goalkeepers then. Tom Heaton. Keep him, might as well. And finally, for the current squad, before we get onto the transfers, David De Gea, big conversation piece. You see the best and worst from last night against Brentford. Kicking the ball at Ivan Toney, taking too long, indecisive with the ball at his feet, almost conceding a goal, and then one-on-one, phenomenal stop, getting injured in the process. That's what he kind of is, both of those things, isn't he?
Who's owning us in this summer of madness where I'm allowed to pick and choose?
Well, let's say it's either Radcliffe or Qatar. It's not the Glazers.
Sell him then.
Sell him. How come?
Because we're going to get a new one.
Okay. We need quite a lot of new ones. Right,
I haven't eventually got in my squad.
You've currently got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
All right, cool. So I've got a European bench.
Yep.
Now I just need about another 8 players.
Yes, you need to sign 8 players. And actually, one last player, obviously on loan at the moment, Marcel Sabitzer.
I'd absolutely try and get him in.
Really?
I don't know who you're going to ring up at Bayern
to
try and get him over the line, but yeah, I'd try and get him in.
You think he's better than sort of Fred and McTominay for him over those two?
What?
Well, I think obviously I think he's more well-rounded. He keeps the ball better. But if we're looking at a first-team player, is he getting in over Eriksen or maybe a signing that you've got coming up here, or is he going to be a rotation player?
He'd be a rotation, but that's what your level of rotation should be. Because of the versatility he's got, he's still playing 30, 35 games a season as rotation.
Yeah, definitely. Right, okay, get him in the keep then. I would agree, by the way. Let's move on to transfers in, or potentially transfers in then. A few different players, few different positions. Here's the big boys that we've been linked with. Let's start with the right back, Frimpong.
Yep.
You like him?
Yep.
Have you seen his stats?
Yeah.
He's offensively absolutely world class. Defensively, almost non-existent.
Here's the thing. He's played as the right of a back four and also the right of a midfield four in a 3-4-3. When he enters the opposition box, he is a piss take.
Yeah.
And he might be taking a piss. He's not been required to defend as much as the average right back would do. I know Louis, I think it was, kept him out of one of the squads by saying, I don't think he's good enough defensively. I think he is. Right. I think he's actually got more... People are going to try and draw Trent comparisons. Here's the difference. The reason Trent looks like fucking pure, unadulterated gash is because he's giving up.
Right.
You're not seeing that with Frimpong.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Does the sort of Bundesliga tax worry you at all? Because it's been a tricky transition, hasn't it, for a few United players?
United players, yeah. City, no.
I know, they do all right with it, don't they? Haaland and De Bruyne and all that. Okay, I'll take him. I like
Sane.
him. Yeah, Sané was very good. Mason Mount. Looks like it could be. I think he's got 1 year left on his deal.
Fuck him off.
No?
No, I'm on another video saying sign him, but this is a different video. So.
So you've changed your mind. Denzel Dumfries, slightly more robust, defensive kind of fullback.
Yeah, no.
No?
We're going with Frimpong.
We're going with Frimpong, okay, so we'll avoid that. David Raya, Brentford goalkeeper. We saw him yesterday against Man United. 1 year left on his contract. Could get him on a cheapish signing.
Don't need a cheapish signing because we've got the Qataris, so fuck him off.
No chance, okay.
Good player, though.
He is a good player, right, but we're not having him. Jude Bellingham.
You're not getting him.
Not realistic. Okay,
I don't think we're going to get him.
So we're going to avoid, but not because he's not good enough, because it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Kolo Muani.
No.
Not good enough. So you're strict with these. I thought we were going to be just bashing everyone in, but I like this. A bit of restraint. We've gone big. Kylian Mbappe. This is that Qatari clause.
But do you know what? Because of that.
Yeah.
Because if the left hand tells the right hand that the right hand's still into the left hand and Mbappe's got to go and live with the other hand, then handshakes and all sorts could happen.
I know. Like, it's one of them where
You go, no,
it's not gonna happen,
well,
but
it's happened.
It could happen.
It
If it's
very
ever going
much
to
could
happen, us being owned by the same owners as PSG, apparently, is the way to do it.
But we're not, Joe.
Yeah. The other thing to bear in mind with Mbappe is that would make me say avoid, even if we could get him. I think he's on 750 grand a week at PSG.
And he's a sporting director.
He's basically the sporting director. We've seen times before where people don't pass to him and he just walks off Mardy. He's got more power than the manager. Do you want the politics that is killing Mbappe at Manchester United?
Absolutely not. No.
So even if we could have him, you wouldn't want him for that reason?
For that reason alone.
Yeah.
In terms of what he offers
agree.
as a footballer, I'd love him, but he comes with all the extra shit.
Yeah.
No.
I don't want that. Because I think that's the thing that's turned PSG into a bit of a laughingstock is what they've done with the likes of Neymar and Mbappe, where you're like, these are just too big for you. I think he would be too big for United, to be honest. Frankie de Jong, long-standing target last summer.
Who else have we got in the midfield department here that we're looking at?
We've got a little Declan Rice coming up. We've got a Ruben Neves coming up as well. But Frankie de Jong, rumours again this summer that United are going to, approach him, see if he's interested, do basically the little dance we did last season again, hoping he comes this time.
I'm going to say no because I just don't think it's realistic. I would absolutely take him.
I'm going to put him in sign because you want us to sign him.
I do want us to sign him.
But it's more realistic than Bellingham or Mbappe, isn't it?
But I was going to take Neves as the backup instead of him.
Yeah, but don't we need someone that's going to start
every
week?
But sometimes you're not going to get everything you want.
Okay. I mean, we did sell half the squad under the presumption that we were going to get everything we wanted.
Yeah, but look how much we got from.
Yeah, 4 million for the lot. Okay, Ruben Neves.
Yeah. Perfect age profile, ton of Premier League experience, potentially getting relegated. Lovely.
Who would you have if they were both available, they both wanted to come, De Jong or Neves?
Probably De Jong, but the price difference is going to be like multiples.
Yeah. You're probably looking at sort of 25 or 85.
It might be a case of sign De Jong, that's your lot, or birthday and Christmas in one, or it might be a case of, okay, so you can pick up a Neves and you can pick up 3 or 4 other players at the same time.
Okay, on that note, maybe if you're looking at sort of alternatives to positions we need big players in, Ivan Toney.
Who else is on the list?
We've got Kane, we've got Gonzalo Ramos, and we've got Osimhen.
No, well, United aren't going to sign him with his betting thing over his head.
Yeah. Would you want him?
I think he's very effective, yeah.
Over any of them lot, though?
Probably not. He's probably a touch below them.
Kim Min-jae.
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah, we'll have him. I think we're just doing the news today, 39 million quid release clause, so if he's good enough, he's cheap enough. I think that was Busby that said that. It wasn't. Diogo Costa, Porto goalkeeper. Just again, once again, you've sold 3 keepers. We need to sign someone. Diogo Costa is.
I sold 3 keepers.
Yeah, Henderson, Butland. I guess we hadn't sold him, but he's gone, and De Gea's gone as well.
All right, yeah, bring Costa in.
You a fan of his?
Yeah, I think he's good. It didn't have a great. Was it a World Cup? He was a little bit underwhelming.
Yeah,
but I don't worry about that.
Next up, Harry Kane.
Yep.
Is he the one for you?
No, but he's the one I think we're going to get.
Okay.
I like Osimhen, and there's very much a Kane or Osimhen thing going on, but I think Napoli are going to have your pants down.
That's the thing, isn't it? I keep saying this. People talk about Daniel Levy like he's way harder than Napoli, but Napoli are
Daniel
so
Levy
difficult.
will sell you them.
Yeah.
Napoli don't sell them.
No, Napoli just like...
They go, no, that's the price, fuck off.
Yeah.
And then people inevitably fuck off.
I know. Like Koulibaly, remember they wanted 120 million quid for him when he was 29, like 3 years ago.
Yeah, and then they'll just go, well, you're going to lose money, and they'll be like...
Yeah, fine, we'll do it. We don't care. We never win anything anyway. But now they do, so maybe that changes. Declan Rice.
Who else on the list?
Well, we've already had Neves, and you've said no to De Jong. Declan Rice. Probably get him cheaper than you would have done 18 months ago.
No, I would probably go with someone a little bit different. Don't know who that is off the top of my head. I don't want to mess around with the prices that they want. He is a 50, 60 million pound player on a good day in the right weather. But David Moyes thinks he's getting 100 million for him, and West Ham lot think they're getting 100 million for him, and that's fucking nuts.
Yeah, it's almost like they've sort of talked that into existence, isn't it? Because they've said since he was like 18, they're like,
100 million.
This is a 100 million pound player.
Where's the toilet?
Yeah.
Like 100 million. No.
I'm not even asking. I'm asking for a Coke and fucking vodka here.
100 million. No. 100 million should be you go, oh, fucking, what a player. Not like, bit of an improvement on McTominay.
Okay. Gonzalo Ramos. Got 2 strikers to finish us off here.
Yes, if you can't get Kane. Not instead of, or as well as.
He's had a good season. I think he's got 10 assists as well this season.
I would have looked. Can I swap him?
Who for?
Ferguson.
So we're gonna this Gonzalo Ramos. It looks like him, but it's actually Evan Ferguson.
Yeah.
How much is he going to cost you though?
I don't know because he's not English.
That helps.
If he's English, someone goes 60 million.
Well, Anthony Gordon was 50.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, where is he? Where's he from? Ireland. Oh.
Half it. Which is good.
Probably
I mean, weird.
half it, yeah.
It doesn't really make sense, but that genuinely is a thing, isn't it?
It is a thing, yeah. I didn't make the rules. I'm just playing by them. I take Ferguson, and then you teach him the ways of Kane. Not that diving shithousery stuff that we saw against Everton this week, but the other stuff, like the goal scoring and the claiming goals that he didn't really score. That's what we're going to teach him.
Okay, so this looks like Gonzalo Ramos, but it's actually Evan Ferguson.
Yep.
And we're going to get him in for 40 million.
We signed here now. We're signing 6.
Yeah, so far we've got 6. We've got Frimpong, Neves, Kim Min-jae, Costa, Kane and Ramos. And then finally, Victor Osimhen.
You're not going to get him as well. I would love to see us bring in... So that 6 gives us 24 in total, doesn't it?
No, I think it gives us 21. I think we had 17 before, didn't we?
Right, and then 6
11,
plus 17 is not 21, Joe. But we also had 18 because we threw...
23.
But we also threw an extra one in, didn't we? Sabitzer.
Oh, we did. Okay, so we've got 22 players.
24. Maths, how's that work, eh?
I don't even know maths.
18 plus 6.
That'll be 24, that.
Wow.
So 24 players. That's like Jose 2006 levels of tight, that, innit?
Yeah, you're going to be looking probably to dip in a little bit here. So you might not get rid of quite all of those players.
Yeah.
So I think you probably need another midfielder.
Yeah.
But I think we've gone with only there's like your De Jongs and Rice. It's too much that you're going to have to find like an Enzo Lafay or somebody like that. You know, someone on that level is what I think we're going to bring in. Others, you know, last summer we had a lot of real big ones. Maybe there's another Eriksen out there or something in that mix.
A nice
free
transfer.
Was he even on that list?
Yeah, Eriksen, we've kept him. I think that's pretty safe, isn't it?
Yeah. So what have we got? We've got 2 goalkeepers.
Yeah.
We have Tom Eaton and we have Costa.
Yeah.
In terms of right backs, we've got
Dallo and Frimpong.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
We're going to bring Ethan Laird back, and he's going to be a third wheel for them.
Okay. And then centre backs. You've got Varane, you've got Martinez, you've got Kim Min-jae.
That's your big 3. You got Lindelof backing up those,
as well.
And then you might have like, if shit really hits the fan, like a Will Fish or someone like that.
Yeah.
To come in from behind. Did we keep Old McTominay? We didn't. No, we told him to get off the bus, didn't we? Bring him back in. Tell him.
McTominay, he's walking in with his suitcase like that. Sack me. What? I'm back again? Get in. He's been sacked and brought back twice now. McTominay's back.
So he knows.
Yeah, he knows he's on the edge.
He knows he is on the thinnest of thin ice. So that gives us 25. So he can also be an auxiliary centre half. Yeah. Should he need to be.
So we've got a midfield of...
I've got left backs.
Oh, yeah, sorry, left backs. We've got Luke Shaw and Malacia.
And potentially a Laird as well.
Yeah.
There's someone else in my head that I can't think of who's a fullback, but whatever.
Yeah, midfield, we've got McTominay, we've got Sabitzer, we've got Casemiro, we've got Eriksen, we've got Fred, we've also got Ruben Neves, and that is it, actually, in the end, wasn't it? You didn't go with Frenkie de Jong and Bruno Fernandes.
And Zidane.
Oh, yeah, and Zidane, of course, yeah.
So I think you're all right in midfield.
Yeah.
I think you're all right. I think you can probably find one more, like we said, someone a little bit combative.
Yeah.
Someone in the 10, 15 million kind of mark. That'd be nice. But yeah, you're all right there. Wingers,
we've got Rashford, we've got Diallo, we've got...
Garnacho. Anthony.
Yeah, Anthony.
I didn't see Sancho on there.
Sancho isn't on there.
So there you go, there's another player.
You're keeping him?
Yeah, we'll keep hold of him, yeah.
Okay, good. Right.
That takes us up to 26, which is where I want us to be.
That's pretty good. And then in terms of forwards, again, Rashford, you can consider that or not. But we are quite thin. It's Weghorst and Kane. And Ramos. Actually, no, that's not that thin. No, Weghorst, Kane and Evan Ferguson, isn't it? It looks like Ramos, but it's Evan Ferguson.
From this angle, it looks like Ramos.
But it isn't.
But it's Evan Ferguson.
So there's your front 3. Weghorst, Kane, Evan Ferguson.
I think it's an excellent profile there. You got Weghorst, who's just happy to be here.
Yeah.
You've got Kane, who can get a night off, and you can either go like work rate tastic with Weghorst, or the young little bit of sparkle. And then you've got who may not be mentioned as a possible as well.
Yeah, I mean, who knows what's going on with that? It's not even on the list, but I guess we'll find out at the end of the season, won't we? It seems that's what they're waiting for.
Yeah, it's going to be carnage either way.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, there you go. If you just get that list back up on the screen, just feast your eyes on that. There's United squad next season. Some standouts there for me. You don't fancy Frankie de Jong, or you don't think we'll get him. Mason Mount seems to be another one that people are kind of turning around to.
I think you might get him, in all honesty.
Yeah.
I'd rather... Listen, I'm on a video where I've said I would get him, but I think it was under some quite restrictive
certain circumstances.
Yeah, I'm not playing that game in this video.
No.
I'm playing you get to go and retool the squad, do it.
Okay, there you go. Right, thank you for joining us. That's our tier list. That's good. That's the squad that's going to win the league next season, pretty much. Do you think it would? Or do you think it could?
I absolutely think it could, yeah. I think there's a couple of positions where you might want a little bit more in there, but if you don't get horrific injuries, that squad's fine.
Very good.
It's 26.
I know.
It's a 26-man squad.
It's pretty good. Pretty spot on, actually.
Do it.
There you go, mate. Richard, there you go. If you want that, that's how you win the league next season.
1% of the transfer cost is all we'll take.
Yeah, that's all we want in perpetuity.
Yeah.
I love that word, perpetuity. Every single season we get it. Right, thank you very much for joining us. Hit subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in a bit.